Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, I am Mutmainna Hasan from English Education Major Class E, State University of Makassar. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you all about the mind map that I already made before. And this mind map is talking about passive sentence. So I hope you enjoy the video. Hello everyone. As I said before, that in this video we will talking about passive sentence, and in here I will explain to you about some main points of passive sentence. And the first point of passive sentence that very important for you guys to know is what is passive sentence. So as you guys can see on the screen, passive sentence is a sentence where the subject doesn't perform the action of the verb. In fact, in a passive sentence, the action of the verb is done to the subject. Or, in other words, we also can say that passive voice is a form of sentence in which the subject of the sentence receives the action, not perform the action. This form focuses more on the part of or object that receives the result of an action, or we also can say it, receiver of action. Now we will talking about the function of passive sentence. So passive voice or passive sentence is used to show interest in the person or object that is being acted and not the person or object that is not doing the action. So, guys, uh, you already hear about the function of the passive sentence that I already mentioned and explained to you before. So, I hope you understand. Now we are moved to the next main point of the passive sentence, which is form. The form of passive sentence in this mind map, I put the common form, which is subject plus passive verb plus the actor. Now we're going to talking about the example. In here, I give you guys two example. I mean one example, and in this example, I already put the explanation. So let me read the example for you. So the example that I give is Anita was driven to the theater. So in this example, Anita didn't perform the action of the verb. It means, which is to drive. The action also was done to her. She was the recipient of the action. So, this example related to to my explanation before, that a passive sentence is a sentence where the subject doesn't perform the action of the verb. So, Anita is the subject of the example, and the verb is to drive. So, it's related to the explanation about what is passive sentence. That's the example that I can give to you guys. Now we're next. In here, I will talk a little bit about the characterization of the passive sentence. So, passive sentence is always used by and verb three. But in here, I just will talking about function of by. So, the function of by in a passive sentence is the person or thing that doing the action or the agent. It's usually preceded by the word by. So we can make it more simple that the function of by is to show you about who's the agent of the sentences. For example, of the uh, function of by is Anita was driven to the theater by Carla. So it's clear that the agent of these sentences is Carla because, as I said before, the person or thing that doing the action or the agent is usually preceded by the word by. And in here, Carla is the person that preceded by the word by. I hope that's clear. So that's my explanation about some main points of passive sentence. I hope you enjoy and I hope you understand about what I said and understand with my explanation. I'm sorry for any mistake. And the last, I say thank you so much for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.